Hey y'all. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone remembers what Thursday is. It is still One Stranger, One Smile Thursday. This is the day when we all owe the entire world one random act of kindness. You heard me right. This is Thursday. This is our day to do our one random act of kindness. I don't care who it's for. If it's your neighbor, if it's somebody you never met, try to do your random acts of kindness. See if you can make a clean getaway. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But let's do what you can to make a clean getaway. Let's put a smile on someone's face. Leave a nice note, encouraging note on someone's desk at work. Hell, you can leave a nice, encouraging note on tape to somebody's door outside their house. Sometimes people just need to hear that everything gonna be all right. Or maybe just let them know, hey, you don't know me, I don't know you, but no matter what you're going through, everything is gonna be cool. Somebody loves you, honey. Sometimes just that little bit will get you right over the hump. So don't forget to do your random acts of kindness on Thursdays. It's super, super important. And if you're a member of the royal family, you know what you're supposed to be doing. And if you run out of calling cards to leave at the scene of the crime, please make sure that you reach out to me via inbox on Instagram or email at shanitra@philsdaughter.com to let me know what you need. And I will make sure that your calling cards get to you. So besides that, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I'm so glad to see you guys. Man, there's so much going on in the world, but no matter what's going on, we cannot forget to check on each other. We still family. We still need each other. Let's not forget it. Y'all know I'm also streaming simultaneously on Twitch. Also streaming simultaneously on Twitch. So please make sure if you got two browsers, two devices, or two apps, that you stream on both if you can. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. We appreciate it. Okay. But let's get into this thing. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's get into the news. Before we do that, let me not get ahead of myself and make sure that I greet everybody, and I want y'all to greet everybody too. Okay, super important. Maren Reeves, how you doing, girl? Happy Thursday to you. Toffee Mocha, girl, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Queen Mermaid is here, girl. I was texting you. You already here. Hey, girl. Cheryl, you made it. How you doing? Hey, Kimber, good to see you. Learning to love myself. Happy you here. Miss M01, what's going down? I'm glad you in the building. Love it when you show up. Sharon Fona, how you doing? Girl, you made it in here today early. I love that. Gotta love that. Jackie Gaines is up in here. Okay, we got Jackie. Make sure we got everybody. Yvette, all the way from the UK. Yvette, so good to see you. More Than Beauty. How are you? How are you? Happy Thursday. It's our lovely Lala Chanel in the house. We got Sweet Beloved. How you doing, Sweet Beloved? My Kia Cocoa Pop is here. Hello. Hey, Quiet Storm 87. Good to see you, sis. I hope all is well. Hey, Deandra. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Who else we got up in here? Nina Ross. What's up, Nina Ross? Good afternoon to you. So glad to see you. So glad to see you. Who else we got in here? Let me greet everybody. Ooh, child. The real RJ in here. What's up, the real RJ? We don't want the fake RJ. We want the real one. Lily is here. Hi, sis. Love you bunches. God's anointed daughter is in the house. So glad to see you. Cool gamer. Good to see you. How you doing? Hey, SS. How are you, y'all? It's our Mary Kay lady, Miss Sparkle, and she is indeed sparkling. I appreciate you, Jackie. Thank you for holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate it. DV, how you doing? Good to see you. Hi there, Candace Lane. How are you? Glad to see you. Queen Mermaid, thank you for holding us down in Twitch. I really appreciate you. How you doing, Queen of Hearts? KS, hey there. Hey, Rochelle. How you doing? Uh-oh, Toffee Mocha holding us down in Twitch land. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Y'all, I think we got everybody. If anybody else comes in, you know what I'm going to beg you, of course. Hey there, Cali girl. Make sure if I miss them that you don't. Learning to love myself in Twitch. I appreciate you. Vanessa Comagate is in the building. You know I was looking for you. All right. I'm glad you're here. I'm just trying to make sure we don't lose none of our sisters. Make sure everybody knows we here. Because y'all know Twitch be doing a girl dirty. You know how we do us. You know how they do us all the time. I don't know why they do us like that, but we just have to kind of step up to the curve, find another way around the system. We got to buck the system where we can. Every chance I get, I'm going to buck the system. That I wouldn't be me if I didn't. So I got to. All right. All right. So let's get into this thing. Let's kind of dig into the news today. Let's kind of dig into it. Niecy Rose, hello, gorgeous. I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it. All right. It's looking better. All right. Because some of my sisters, I be kind of looking for like, okay, where my sister at? What's going on? I'm weird like that. I'm really strange. Like the people that I just, if I get accustomed to seeing your face and I know how to reach you, chances are I'm going to reach out to you if I don't see you after a while. Like, okay, where my sister at? How's she doing? Tasha Rain, how are you? How are you? How are you? Y'all know it's just my nature. So don't take it no way. If you see me reaching out like, hey sister, where you been? How you doing? What's good? What you eating? What's going on? I know that's right. Thank you, Niecy Rose. I appreciate you. All right. So dig this. Okay, we in. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, thank you for holding us down in Twitch, Niecy. I appreciate that. All right, so y'all, let's do our thing. Let's get into what's going on. Let's get into what's good at this particular juncture. Okay. Whoo, child, ain't too much good going on. Well, they done dropped another mixtape. I guess let's start there. So another mixtape has been dropped out there in Napa Valley, California. Yes, California again. Hey, CC Miller, how are you, beautiful? Good afternoon. I'm glad you made it. They're dropping another mixtape, y'all. This time it's Legionnaires. You heard what I said. Legionnaires disease has made a recurrence in California. Y'all, they dropping mixtapes left and right. At this point, it reeks of desperation because, okay, let's look at it. We had the carnival. The carnival got as much as they could get. The minute they started to see that people really wasn't buying it the same way that they were buying it before, then it turned into, okay, so let's try variants. So then they came up with the Aqua Boogie, the Delta, the Disco, the Omarion Ninja. They came up with all of that, the VA2, R2D2, all that. And so when people stop buying that, then we get, Marburgs pop up. Then we get monkeypox pop up. Then we got polio popping up in New York. Now we got Legionnaires popping up in California. So here's the thing. Hey, Nacho Twins, mama, thank you for holding us down in Twitch, sis. I appreciate you. And over here on YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So now Legionnaires is, all right, Kim Bird, I got your email. Thank you, sister. Now Legionnaires done popped up. So one place that they linked it to, believe it or not, one place that they linked it to was the Embassy Suites over there in Napa Valley. Now, I don't know which one of y'all done been to the winery lately, but if you done been and you stayed to the Embassy Suites, or you know somebody who has, you might want to check your people. Make sure they all right. So they found it over there at the Embassy Suites. They said high levels was found in the sample taken out of the cooling tower at the Embassy Suites. So they supposedly shut that cooling tower down. But so far, it's been 12 people sick, 1 dead, and 3 out of the 12 sick were hospitalized. Now, what this is a severe lung infection, and usually starts off with flu-like symptoms. Right. Well, the thing is, it's a clear problem to a certain degree, but it could be anybody because what they say happens is that Legionella bacteria can actually end up accumulating anywhere where water collects and like the water is misted or sprayed out. So if you got, humidifiers, it can be in your air conditioning system, anywhere that collects water and the water sprays out, any type of aerosol situation, you could end up contracting Legionnaires if that's what's really rolling. Now, Legionnaires is not spread person to person. I don't believe it's impacting the wine, but I don't know. Like, I can't swear to it. All I can do is report what's going on. What's happening, King St. Car? There's my favorite nephew. Yes, honey. So I don't know whether, they got the air conditioner on at the winery and some of it done got in the wine. I don't know. I just know me personally won't be drinking no Napa Valley wine for a little while. We're going to see who dropped dead first. Nitra's not going. I'm just telling you that. I'm not going. Now, I might be lost a lot of folks, but it don't mean I'm trying to go right behind them like that. I got a lot of things I need to be doing. So I won't be buying no wine out of Napa Valley. If I know it's a Napa wine, just, skip me for a little while. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see who dropped first. Okay, Nisi say, not I, says Nisi. I know that's right. I'm not going. You say it sounds like Filthy McNasty. Yeah, I can see that. I can see some of that. Hey, Lita. I'm glad you made it, sis. Okay. But yeah, honey, I don't know. Me personally, I just don't know. I ain't quite tough enough for that one. That's above my pay grade. That's above my pay grade. But I wanted y'all to be aware that hey Leslie, I'm glad Lita and Leslie done slid on in. Okay. But I just want y'all to know that's what's going on. They dropping all the hits. And get this. Are y'all ready for this part? This is what's even more perplexing, right? They found high levels of the Legionella bacteria at the embassy suites, which is kind of suspicious, right? Doesn't that give your conspiracy theory feelers the tingles? Doesn't that make you feel like, why would you put it at a hotel except for the fact that you was planning to infect a lot of people? Like, my thing is, the question for me is, how did Legionella bacteria end up at the hotel in the cooling tower? And then high levels of it, as though it was placed there in a concentrated fashion. But the real question is, well, how did these people get sick? Because none of the 12 that was sick and the one that was dead and the 3 that was hospitalized, ain't none of them stayed to the embassy suites. So as far as the health department is concerned, they still don't even know where these people caught it at. We know it was somewhere out there in California. Or at least they think. But what we don't know is where they got it at, because they didn't. Them people that got sick and the one that died and the 3 in the hospital, they didn't even stay at the embassy suites. So we don't know where they caught it. We don't know whether it's in the air conditioning system. We don't know whether it's at a park and a sprinkler system came on. Hey, D. Marie. Hey, M. Jess. We don't know exactly what happened, but I'm just making y'all aware. These people are dropping the hits. So you need to be very careful. If you can avoid crowded areas at this point, I would just say avoid crowded areas. Be around people you know. Of course, y'all know to keep y'all house clean, bleach down stuff. Don't let dirty people in your house. Talk to them nasty suckers in the driveway and the parking lot. Don't let them in your house. You don't know who got something on their clothes. Because it looks like, the people in charge, the powers that be, are out here dropping all the hits. They are dropping all the hits. All of them. They bringing back the oldies and the goodies. When you start reaching back to Legionnaires and polio, you recycling hits at this point. You recycling them. You ain't even coming up with new stuff. You just dropping the same old hits. Y'all, hold on. Okay, I'm back. But anyway, yeah, be careful just because we don't really know what these people are really capable of. Hey, Brown Sugar. Hey, Sin City. We really don't know what they're capable of, but we do see what's going on. Everybody with eyes can see what's going on. Like, in my opinion, if I got to be blunt, I feel like, wait, Lita driving? Be careful driving, Lita. But in my opinion, I feel like this is nothing other than germ warfare against American people. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying it, but that's really what I believe it is. This is germ warfare against American people. Now, that's truly what I believe. That's how I feel in my heart. If I'm wrong, God gonna have to correct me. But clearly, one old disease making a recurrence, that's one thing. 2 and 3 and 4 making recurrences, to me, that's not a coincidence. That's an attack. That constitutes an attack. And unfortunately, I believe it's an attack by our own government. Just say that's the same disease affecting and killing people in Flint, Michigan. It's in the water. Precisely. I wouldn't put it past it. I didn't know that there was Legionnaires in the water. I knew it was lead in the water, but I will say if it is, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, they're coming at all angles. This is an attack on us. They're attacking finances. They're attacking your ability to grow your own food, to raise your own livestock. They're literally trying to pass bills to take even more money from you in the form of taxes. They're passing bills to drive down the gross gross domestic product, the GDP, to put us further into trouble as far as recession goes. And now they're dropping all the hits. They're dropping all the hits. And I want us to have eyes open and don't let nobody tell you that you're being paranoid, crazy, none of that. Right there, catch your brown sugar. We love you, boo. We got to pay attention. We got to stay sharp. Lala say they starting to force students back on campus at my college. I don't feel safe. That's all right. Do your thing. Get your hand sanitizer. Don't let nobody touch you. If they come too close, you know what to do. Start spraying them. Have a purse-sized can of Lysol. If they come too close, just start spraying it all over the place. When they start gagging and coughing on it, they'll back up. They will back up. They will not have a choice. Yeah, it's a pandemic. They're trying to give us another pandemic. What's up, Nina Ross? Nacho Twins mama said, I really pray we've all taken heed to sister's words and stocked up on food, water, and supplies. Please do. Please do. You cannot have enough. Please be careful. Dry goods, get as much as you can, because we don't know how this thing is going to go, but we can clearly see this is an attack. And in a word, we're not safe. Okay? So now let's get on to our favorite segment in the FNN, in these good old Florida Negro news. Brandon watch, Biden watch, Bicycle Boy watch, Hot Wheels watch, Hellman Hell watch, whatever you like to call your favorite dunce in the White House, okay? So back on this story about geriatric crime, where he's claiming credit for the murder of his one-time friend, Al Zahiri. If I'm saying this man's name right, y'all know I mess a name up. The little dude over there supposed to have been with Al Qaeda. So remember, he claimed that it was a drone strike and he gave the go-ahead, and it was in a residential area in Kabul. Then we find out that this residential area where they claim they popped him and didn't hit nobody else was right close to the U.S. Embassy, and that everybody was supposed to be scared of him, and now we ain't got to be scared no more because you done killed a 71-year-old retired doctor. Now, okay, fine, Grandpa. If this is grandpa on grandpa crime, if this is geriatric versus geriatric, senior on senior crime, I would have rather y'all met up in the Walmart parking lot and slap box, but that's neither here nor there. You claim you killed your one-time friend who helped you out, and y'all's taking over Syria and stealing them people oil, because that's who helped you. They helped you do this. They went over there and went to helping you to terrorize the people in power so the UN could come in and y'all could take over that eastern district of Aleppo. And now y'all done took over, and them people can't touch their own oil. So now your one-time good friend who helped y'all steal all this stuff from these people, and y'all still reaping the benefits of the oil you stole. Okay, at the hands of your one-time good friend. Okay, that now you out here like Pico on P Valley, you claiming credit for a murder. Okay, now that's what's going on. What I said, what I do. It is geriatric on geriatric crime. Hey, Renee. All right, my sister in the house. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. But that's what it is. You got two old, decrepit men, and your old evil lying tail You so senile, you can't even remember which lie you told. Now you done kill another senior citizen, and you out here like you gang banging, you going on social media and stuff like Pico talking about, yeah, I got him. Only thing Biden didn't do was try to hold a gat in his hand and wave it and put some gold to put a gold grill in. Like you really tried to act like you done did some gangster stuff while you out here, trying to, take out other senior citizens. Okay, y'all could have settled this at the shuffleboard court. It ain't even had to go this far. Y'all could have settled this over a game of bingo in the activities room. It didn't even have to go like this. But that's neither here nor there. I ain't even gonna talk about it because you say you killed your friend and y'all used to be cool. Apparently, Biden was up there listening to Kodak Black with Super Gremlin. Okay, and now it's not safe for you. Okay, so they, remember y'all was jacking cars. Okay, remember now y'all was just jacking cars. Y'all could have been superstars, and now it's not safe for you. You done flipped on your friend. Yeah, la, the song Backstabbers by the OJs. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. It don't make no sense. So get this, y'all, it's a whole nother turn in this saga. Are y'all ready for the turn in this saga? The old people gang banging and stuff. They up here, gang banging. Let me tell you what the next turn in this saga is. Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ain't ready because I wouldn't. Tell me why the Taliban say they don't see no trace of this taking place and that they investigating the veracity of the claim. They want to see if there's any truth to it at all. Because they say we ain't got no proof of this. And America talking about, well, we ain't got the body and we ain't got no DNA evidence. So I said, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Are you really up here claiming credit for killing somebody? Hey, Delicia. Are you really sitting up here claiming credit for killing somebody and you can't even prove you got him? You ain't got no picture of him. You ain't got no, like y'all did Saddam Hussein, RIP to my dude Saddam, because he wasn't really bothering nobody either. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tracked this man down in a hole, had him on camera or whatever. Yeah, when y'all tracked Bin Laden down, and that was y'all friend too. Don't front. That was y'all dog. And then y'all turned on him and killed him, and y'all took pictures of how y'all sat up there and murked him. So now where the pictures at? Y'all claim, you mean to tell me people that had more life in them, y'all got pictures of the killing, but you ain't got no pictures of the killing of Grandpa? You trying to tell me Grandpa was so stealthy, he was moving so he had so many smooth moves, y'all couldn't get no picture, even though y'all claimed that y'all shot a missile from a drone while he was on the balcony and y'all popped him? Where the video at? Where the video at with y'all lying tales? Y'all up here claim, first of all, if you gonna claim credit for something, you could have claimed credit for killing Biscuit and Nuck Nuck in the hood. Y'all killing them anyway, but y'all ain't claiming that. Instead, you trying to claim credit for killing a grandpa? If you don't get your old geriatric wannabe gangster tail off television, sir. Yeah, for shame, Brandon, for shame. For real. He is set tripping. Where LaMurda at? Somebody call LaMurda. No pictures, nobody, no DNA, and they done admitted to it. Well, we ain't got the body and we ain't got no DNA evidence, so we supposed to take your word for it. We supposed to take your word for it. Why? And I'm still trying to figure out why you claiming credit for killing a senior citizen. I'm just like, oh, child, that is so far beyond me and my ability to understand anything. Cheryl, that was yesterday. But anyway, them people say, first of all, they ain't heard nothing about Al Zawahiri, Zawahiri, however you say this dude's name. Y'all know I be messing it up. I'm sorry. But they say they ain't even had no knowledge of him supposed to been in Kabul in the first place, because y'all know that's the capital. And you claiming he was in the capital, close to the U.S. Embassy. These people say they don't know nothing about that. That don't even sound right. And the only thing the Taliban really trying to confirm is, one, if the man was really there, and two, if y'all really did shoot somebody on Afghan soil. Because they want to know if you really did do it, because they say if you really did, it's finna be a problem. And y'all know they real off. They all the way throwed off. We don't need to be scared of backpack. School finna go back in. We ain't got time to be scared of everybody we seeing with a backpack. And we don't know that them people won't send somebody with a backpack into the schools where our children are. Them people say they want to confirm, they want proof that you actually did it, because then the consequences going to be on you. But they said one thing about it and two things for sure. Yeah, if you did do it, you sure better not never come back on Afghan soil no more with that bull crap. Them people is not playing with y'all. Them people is not playing with y'all at all. Now the Taliban took over, ousting the people that America tried to put in place. They tried to put their own people in place. You know, that's what they do. They try to install their own people so they can take claim over the resources there. And what does Afghan have that we know that they won't? Afghanistan have. We know there's oil over there, and we know there's rare earth over there. They tried to put their own regime in, and that ain't worked. And so now the Taliban done took control. Ain't nothing they can do about it. The Taliban saying they're willing to work with China, and U.S. over there playing games, pretending, oh, we shot al-Zawahiri. Baby, ain't nobody seen it. Ain't no proof that it ever happened. You yourself ain't got no body, no pictures. You ain't got no video evidence. You ain't got nothing. Nothing. And now these people like, nah, don't come over here with that bull crap. You ain't coming to steal a goddamn thing in Afghanistan is what they telling y'all. Don't start that bull crap. Hey, Miss Selena. I'm trying to tell you, Nisa, it ain't just the oil though. Don't forget the rare earth. They are, that rare earth trove over there. It's about maybe, what was it, y'all? 3 trillion? 3 trillion in rare earth that's under Afghanistan. That's a big deal because right now we are no longer mining rare earth. Obama put a stop to that and let China take over all the mining of rare earth because they couldn't do it safely over here without spending more money than they wanted to spend. And they had been doing it and causing people to have cancer over here up until Obama was in office. Afghanistan sitting on that huge treasure trove of rare earth on top of the oil, and God only knows what else. You forgot about that, sis? I did not. Listen, I keep my eyes on these people. These are criminals. I will not take my eyes off of them. What you call them, the Tiger Bomb crew? That's the set they repping. Oh yeah, like the Abokini crew. Learning to love myself say they are making it dangerous for Americans to go anywhere outside of the U.S. Child, they're making it dangerous for y'all to be in the U.S. You don't see them dropping all these hot new mixtapes with the oldest on them. The only thing left is the bubonic plague, black plague. You know, give them a minute. I'm waiting on the next tuberculosis outbreak. I'm just waiting on them to just drop all the hits at this point, because that's what they're doing. Hey, Dora. That's all right, y'all. Catch us on the replay. I hope you enjoyed the concert at the church. But that's what's going on. Them people say we ain't got time for that. And then the rep for the Taliban, now you know I'm finna mess up her name, y'all. Suhail Shaheen said ain't no trace. He said ain't no trace, honey, and that the U.S. gonna have to bear the consequences for their actions this time. And the top Taliban officials been holding meetings on how exactly they want to respond to what done went on, because they say ain't none of that went on to their knowledge. They ain't got no record of it, no reports, no nothing. So y'all, it sounds dangerously like Bicycle Boy done lied again. But y'all put that man in office. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't put him there. Y'all put him there. And also, I'm gonna put this up under Brandon too, because Zelensky is his friend. This the person took their money not to investigate your son. But apparently Zelensky done borrowed some crack from Hunter. Y'all want to know why I say Zelensky done borrowed some crack from Hunter? Mr. Rock Bottom himself. Okay. Zelensky stupid behind talking about he would like to see China join countries that's opposed to Russia. Because since they being neutral, they want to see them join countries that's opposed to Russia. And I'm sitting there like, you just let America tell you to say all kind of stupid stuff, and you just repeat it. You don't even see if it makes sense for you repeat it. You just start saying stuff. You know, goddamn well China is not finna help you. They don't care nothing about you. Them and Russia get long fine. They able to trade unimpeded. They ain't got to worry about no U.S. competition, baby, because y'all dumb enough to put a sanction in place. They can get what they need that way, and they can trade back and forth and make their money amongst themselves. That whole Asian bloc over there, they're not studying you, Zelensky. You saying that because Biden them done told you to say that, to try to make it look like, see, we asking China for help and China won't help us. Hell no. You know goddamn well them people ain't finna help you at all. D. Marie says, so we sent people to the Ukraine and are claiming to have used a drone to off an old man. Exactly. You see how ridiculous that sound, D. Marie? Y'all knew I was going to keep digging. I had to keep digging until we get to something that makes sense. Now we getting to something that make a little more sense. Y'all ain't did nothing but tell a pack of lies. Yeah, he's a weirdo, and he looked like he smelled bad. He has the look of spoiled milk. He looked real sour around his neck and ears and stuff. But now, why are we talking about China? Let's talk about China, okay? First of all, let me say this. Them people over there in China, not China, but Taiwan, them people ain't asked for this trouble. Now, these people got all kind of trouble today, because of Pelosi and her mess and America and they garbage. Hey, Egypt now. Oh, Egypt in the building. Glad you made it, sis. Love you. You say it sounds like him and the headless hunter been having smoke sessions together. Yeah, somebody been playing with them Brillos. Somebody been definitely playing with them Brillos. And that's real. But anyway, Taiwan is in trouble today because of them. They running around doing all this big talk. You know, let's talk about how we got in this position. Because I was talking with the baby about it. And the baby was trying to understand, you know, exactly how this is a problem. Like, what's really going on? Is Taiwan their own country? Yada, yada. No, they're not. No, they're not. So, how can I do this? Well, maybe y'all already know. So maybe I don't need to do no history lesson. But them people in Taiwan is in trouble right now. They surrounded at 6 different spots in the Taiwan Strait. Them people is surrounded them, talking about they doing military exercises. Mind you, the people that live in Taiwan didn't even want her coming over there. Right, she was warned not to go over there, but she did anyway because they after them chips. They after them chips. This is all about them darn chips. That's it. They trying to find a way to make their money with Taiwan and cut China out. And Nancy Pelosi and them, all them congressmen done did all that insider trading. They invested in them companies, invested in NVIDIA, and she sold off her NVIDIA stock. She probably went and bought Intel stock, and people ain't drawing the parallel yet. Intel done went and made a deal over there in Taiwan with one of their biggest chip makers. Something's going on. Lala said that gargoyle definitely has a vested interest. That's why she went over there and didn't take heed to the warnings. Sure didn't, because she didn't care about them people. So come to find out that, Taiwan United, I think is the name of one of their major news publications or news outlets. So they did a poll, and 61% of the people that was actually polled didn't even want her coming over there. They was opposed to the visit. Taiwan is a province in the middle of a fight between China and Russia. Not sure. Absolutely not. That's not what happened. So let me just tell you. Right. I'll let you know what's going on because it's old. What's up, Lily? You back? So this is an old issue between China and Taiwan, right? Okay, bang. So the whole area is China. Let's make no mistake about it. Now, back in 1949, China had a civil war. Okay? You had Mao Zedong, and I messed their names up, but y'all know y'all remember Mao Zedong. You know their name was around for a long time. And the Communist Party and the KMT, who was in charge of China at that time. So they went to scrapping and fighting. KMT lost. Mao Zedong them won. That's why we now have Communist China. Okay, dig that. So the people that was KMT, they had to run. The ones that was remaining, they had to run to Taiwan. China allowed them to stay on Taiwan. We're going to let y'all stay on the little island. We'll even allow y'all to govern yourselves. Okay, this is what they did. And they've said for the longest that they reserved the right to take it back by force at any time. So this is their stuff. That would be like, we had a civil war over here. Okay. Let's just say instead of, nope, we gonna control you, if the U.S. government had said, okay, union, if y'all want to secede, we ain't gonna let you secede, but we will allow you to govern yourselves. We still gonna collect taxes and everything from you, but we reserve the right to reabsorb you at any time. They could have said Southern U.S. is in our union. We're gonna let y'all govern yourselves. We reserve the right to take it to take you by force at any time because y'all still belong to us. That's basically what went on over there. And so what China is saying is anything going on between us and Taiwan, that's an internal issue. This ain't got nothing to do with you, and you need to stay up out of our business. And frankly speaking, y'all, I agree with them Chinese people. This is internal stuff. That's them people business. This ain't none of your business. But what I want to know is why the news didn't want to show, corporate news, government news. Why didn't y'all want to show them people out there protesting Nancy Pelosi, bringing her nasty behind over there? They was out there protesting, y'all. They said that she was destabilizing the peace in their region. And now this one kind of stung me a little bit. They called her an old witch. I said, why did y'all have to put the old on it? I told the baby that. I said, now they didn't have to add old to it. If you're going to call the woman a witch, then just call her a witch. You ain't had to call her an old witch now. God dang. Even I don't go that far. I mean, I call her undead. I did say you could throw garlic at her and probably make her leave. Y'all could have just thrown garlic at the plane. She'd have got back on there. But they call the lady an old witch. I say, have mercy. The savagery. But either way, the news ain't want to report that or show none of that. They gonna try to pretend like, oh, they were so happy to see you. No, the hell they wasn't. And the news ain't want to talk about the fact that South Korea's president was like, nah, I ain't home. You can't come by here. Yeah, it was on Twitter, but corporate news ain't want to show them people over there protesting. South Korea was like, no, you ain't finna piss them people off and then come hang out at my house. You a lie. You's a lie. The president of South Korea was like, yeah, I got plans and I ain't changing them. So don't bring your behind over here. Hell to the no. Don't come over. I ain't home. South Korea pulled that crap. You know how when somebody come by your house and you don't really want to be bothered, you hurry up and grab your pocketbook and stick your foot in your shoes and be walking out like, girl, I was just leaving. That's what South Korea did to them. Girl, I was just leaving. Say I was on the floor when I saw they signs about Pelosi. I say, old witch? Old? Come on, man. We ain't got to go so far as to be calling people old now. Come on now. Come on. Old witch? Lala said they need to start watching FNN and then they can call her a gargoyle like I do. Even that would have been nicer than just saying an old witch. Yeah, I mean, go back home I could handle. But old witch, learning to love myself, must we call the woman old? You can call a man old, but y'all gonna call, Lord have mercy. Hairflower is me. I'm just saying, that's what them people said. That's what they said, y'all. They was like, you old witch, go home. We don't want you here. But it was, I don't know, that old witch hit me different. That hit different. Okay, that kind of pinched me. That touched me at my tender spot. I say, wow. Ooh, y'all rough over there. But listen, what's going on? China say they finna do these military exercises all the way through Sunday. So you might be like, well, Nitra, that ain't too bad. It's just military exercises. After all, it ain't that rough. Well, baby, they done got they right up on the people. I mean, right at their borders, firing off missiles. They ain't done nothing like this in this kind of proximity to Taiwan since 1996. These people was not prepared for none of this mess that's going on. Let me tell you, they done deployed buku planes. They firing live missiles near Taiwan. This went on today. more than 100 planes, including fighter jets, bombers. They got 10 warships out there. Hey, Kimber Monique, listen, they flexing. Now, 5 of them missiles they fired off fell down in Japanese water. Then the water, about 5 miles of the water that's actually controlled by Japan. They up there running their mouth, talking about we protested through diplomatic channels. Let me just say this, with all due respect for Japan, shut the hell up and stay out this, because America ain't got your back. You better try to remember Hiroshima and what they did to you before. These people ain't your friends. They don't even like y'all. Don't be stupid. Don't get in it. Kobe say, which Nancy offering Taiwan a red apple? Yeah, I like that, Kobe. That's so spot on. That witch is offering red apples. Red apples. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not comfortable. Child, I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it. It's a lot. It's a lot. Then the Chinese Defense Ministry spokesperson say the U.S.-Taiwan collusion will only push Taiwan towards the abyss of disaster, bringing catastrophe to Taiwan compatriots. End quote, repeat line. U.S.-Taiwan collusion will only push Taiwan towards the abyss of disaster, bringing catastrophe to Taiwan compatriots. Now, doggone it, that's a whole lot of language to say you gonna let America get your behind whooped. Now, that's how I translate that. D. Marie say, do China and Russia get along? Very well. They get along real good. Yep, they done open their trade route up. They get along just fine. MJ say China is having a gangster party with their military exercises. Show is. You feeling unalived? I'm just saying, over 100 planes is buku planes, man. Hey, Angie, my sis listening over there working hard. Man, look, if I was in Taiwan right now, I'd be trying to find a way to sneak me a canoe between them warships to get the hell up out of there. Ain't nowhere in the hell. They got that whole island. It's an island. They are surrounded. They are surrounded. They got 6 points around that island, completely freaking surrounded. Mind you, you got Taiwan stupid behind talking about these drills violating UN rules. This enough to let you know UN can't help you, baby. You live over there with them people. That is China. And y'all know y'all are part of China. Don't get stupid. Don't be thinking, oh, America can help us get out of some crap we got ourselves into. Y'all had a civil war and you lost. God darn it. That's like same thing when I see Southern Clear people running around with Confederate flags. You waving the flag of the losing team. Let's be smarter. Let's be smarter. It's free. Kobe Cole say China see walking around Taiwan right now. They sure are. They sure are. Bandanas out, dusting the top of their shoes and all. It's clearly going down. Clearly. And they say they finna do it all through the weekend. All the way to noontime on Sunday. All the way through high noon on Sunday, they say it's going down. They say meet them at the trap. It is clearly going down. So, once again, Nancy done took her funky stank flea bitten behind back over him. She chilling and done got them people in all that mess. Now, last night late, she on Twitter talking about rest in peace to Jackie Wolowski. I don't care nothing about Jackie. Let's get that on the record. Talking about the congresswoman from Indiana got killed in a car crash. Oh, well. Oh, well. A whole lot of us was hoping to hear about a plane crash. I don't care nothing about her being killed in a car crash. Can I say that? I said it if I can't. I don't care. I don't care. Because you don't care nothing about all them people you might get killed over there because you went for your own selfish interest. After your slow president, your senile president, and even your military told you this is a very bad idea. I'm just saying. No, we did not need to put them people in that position. You done put men, women, children, elderly, infants at risk of losing their life. But by all means, please get on Twitter and tell us how much you care about one of your fellow criminals dying in a car crash. Miss me with that, please. I think I speak for most normal thinking people when I say don't nobody care. We don't care, Suge. We don't care. It just doesn't matter. Just doesn't. Just doesn't matter. Mm-mm-mm. So anyway, this is something that I found absolutely hilarious. Y'all know I find some of this stuff real funny. So let's talk about it, shall we? Child, they say the White House is frustrated as the mayor is asking for troops to help handle all talking about migrants. Ain't no migrants. You mean illegal criminals? Honey, they asking for troops, y'all, to help handle the illegal criminals that cross the border illegally. That the governor from Texas, shout out to Governor Abbott. I don't like you for a lot of stuff, but you my dog on this one. Okay? Hey, honey, now the mayor talking about give me some troops. It's too many of them. We can't handle it. Give them some troops now. Give them some troops. This was yesterday, honey. Thousands of migrants bust to Washington in recent months by Republican governors from the states on the U.S. Mexico border. Governor Abbott started it, child, and looked like Arizona picked up where he was traveling, and they done sent him up yonder. Now it was just last week. The mayor Muriel was crying, talking about we can't handle this, and you need to help us and give us the National Guard to try to shelter these people and do something after them long trips from Arizona and Texas. Oh, well, they took a long trip to a border that ain't nobody asked them to come to. So let them take a longer trip to come up there. Maybe they can bring some crime to your streets. Maybe if they got a little dope, they can sell it up there. Maybe if they selling coochie, they can sell a little bit of that up there. If they want to steal and break into people's cars like we go through down here in Texas, maybe they can roach in your cars and break into stuff. Maybe they can break into your houses. Maybe they can be trying to touch on your children. Let them do it up there because we don't want it down here. This story tickled me to death, talking about the White House officials and Washington area volunteers talking about that's helping the migrants. This is pissing me off with them saying migrants. Helping them illegals, talking about now they frustrated, saying that the aid is unnecessary. How is the aid unnecessary? Wasn't it necessary when they was down here to the bottom? Come on now. Lala said the Clear Crusaders love you using boats, so make it do what it do. Right, there you go. Hey, over yeah, help bring the crime in your neighborhood. That's what I'm talking about. Now, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Now, y'all was perfectly okay with them with those illegal criminals infesting the streets, neighborhoods, and the peace of people down here at the southern border. So get you some in your neighborhood. Get you a little bit now. So they're talking about, hey, this is so funny. So this person, one of the volunteers, talking about what people actually need is housing, transportation to their next city. Let that be their next city. They don't need no transportation to fan out across America. If you don't want to deport them, keep them with you. Say the vast majority of them only spend hours or days there before heading to other U.S. destinations. Why the hell are you letting them go to other destinations? Keep them with you. Honey, get this. Abbott and Ducey out of Arizona done sent about 7,000 of them in the last few months. Right. I hope they send more. Send more. Yeah, coming to a suburb near you. Drop some of them off in their little ritzy, comfortable neighborhoods. D. Marie said, I met a few people who were physically working on the wall when we were shut down. That's the one thing Trump should have got right. If he could have fixed that wall, I might have had some sympathy for him. But since he couldn't, oh well. I love it. Just after sunrise Friday, about 30 more of them got off the charter bus near Washington's Union Station after a 36-hour ride from Del Rio, Texas. Carrying their stuff in clear plastic bags. Works for me. Works for me. Talking about something. It was families with young children from Venezuela, Colombia, Nicaragua, and Cuba. Oh, well. And they walked to a nearby church, taking photos of the Capitol building and Supreme Court along the way. Yeah, let them go up there with y'all. Got them down there in the church basements. Y'all need to try to find out if the Lord want them people in their church. That's what you need to do. Right, keep them in your house. Keep them in your goddamn house. Over there saying Africa, they need permission to go to the stop sign. What you mean? Black people need permission if the Africans come over here? Because I, from what I noticed, any black immigrants that come over here, it's a problem. If they come from Haiti, it's a problem. If they come from Africa, it's a problem. If they come from anywhere, if your skin is black, it's a problem. But anybody who, is clear adjacent and coming from south of the border, you just want new slaves. And you comfortable with this. Be comfortable enough to keep them up there. Child, they say since Biden took office, there's been a record-breaking $3 million immigrant arrests, 3 million illegal arrests at the U.S.-Mexico border. So 3 million of them have been arrested, and repeat crossers who are quickly expelled. During the same time period, hundreds of thousands of illegals have been allowed into the country and often start the process of trying to claim asylum. They need to put them out. You saying they can't come to America. Well, y'all president letting them in. Y'all president letting them in. And Governor Abbott and Governor Ducey saying, if you want them so bad, let me send them to you. Brown Sugar say put them on one of them private planes, on them private islands they got. Don't give them no private island. The hell you say. Send them somewhere else. Send them home. Hell. Why are we spending money to do anything other than putting them right back across their border? That's free. It's free. Because when it was Haitians, y'all was on horseback trying to hit them and attacking them and everything else, beating them and stuff. You had whips. So I'm trying to understand why we can't use the same horses and the same whips to run them people back across their border. Now, that's what I want to know. I thought that was very, very interesting. I thought that was very interesting. And I thought y'all might want to know about it. Now, one more thing that I wanted to mention. I don't know if I should. Y'all know I'm always second guessing myself on some stuff that I'm like, okay, should we mention it? Should we leave it alone? What can I say? What can't I say? Because y'all know my mouth. So, there's some stuff that I literally, think twice about running my mouth about. Yeah, the VA bill ain't that exciting. I ain't got no dirt on them with that. That one actually looks kind of clean for now. Right. Medicare is not free. Neither is Medicaid. We paying for it. Hey, Antoinette. Yeah, they getting stamps and Medicaid. They getting stamps and Medicaid. And that ain't all they getting either. They giving them a lot more. They're trying to help them with transportation and housing. Miss Alina said the Ukrainian refugees got set up nicely, though. Good housing, schools, donated clothing. Oh, yeah. All that, because their skin is a little bit clearer. Yeah, so what happened was with this bill for the veterans. Now, this one was interesting. So now they done passed the bill for the veterans, but just last week it got blocked. Now, once it hit social media, they went ahead and passed it. They was claiming budgetary concerns. These are the same people who had money to send over there for Vlad versus Vlad, some more clear on clear crime. But when it came came time to help the veterans, it was budgetary concerns. Now I looked through this and I just didn't see anything that should have been a problem. They went ahead and passed it, but like I said, it shouldn't have took social media to get it done. The only thing in this bill basically was it's allowing veterans who are sick or wounded from their service. Like basically, if you get hurt while you in the military, this bill will allow you more access to extensive and accessible health care than was the case. And everybody know the VA system is raggedy. Everybody knows the VA system is raggedy. I dealt with that with my father. And you know, a lot of these old retired men, they swear by the VA, but the VA really ain't no good. So this just give them more access to better care. Why they blocked that, talking about budgetary concerns, I don't know. Meanwhile, we just talked about what they cleared for the military. And even on their wish list, even the stuff that Biden asked for, they actually approved more money. They added more money to it. So I just thought that was interesting that did finally get cleared. That was that's what was up. Child, I'm not finna talk about that. But this is interesting. Now the U.S. Army is saying that they're going to be 10,000 soldiers short during this recruiting crisis. So they got they say they having issues where don't nobody want to sign up. And a lot of people ain't signing up because they see you trying to start wars. Why the hell would they sign up for you to get them killed while you sit in your air-conditioned plushed home? So that's slightly interesting. Workers at Shell are getting a salary increase because, of course, they got record profits from their gas prices. I can't really blame them. And that's about it on the news. We're going to get into the funny papers. Hey, SFF, what's up, girl? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's funny. So here's the thing. Right? I need one of y'all, if you don't mind, and I'm not being too old. You know, if I'm old lady, let me know. Lily said they asked my daughter to return. They even called my phone for her. Hell no. I know that's right. Don't let them people get you murdered. But this is what's funny. We on to the funny papers. Can y'all explain to me, when has there ever been this much hoopla and fanfare and attacks and bad blood behind somebody releasing an album? God darn it, I have not even heard this album yet. I've heard like some songs off of it. And I'll be honest, we talking about Beyonce. Now, I'll be honest, I happen to like this album more than a lot of her other stuff. And like I told my baby, I think it's mainly because this feels more like grown people music. Like I can really get with it. What I need to understand is, why are all these attacks and craziness happening over an album? Is this not the weirdest thing y'all ever seen, or is this what passes for normal now? I mean, I've been watching people release albums all my life, and I've never seen anything like this. We got clear people on Fox News throwing a fit, talking about, oh, she's saying vulgarity. She said something about stretch marks on breasts. And I'm like, women have stretch marks on their breasts. What the hell is vulgar about that? Why we can't talk about it? We can have them, but we can't talk about it. We can have babies and disfigure our bodies, toting children, but God forbid, we talking about having dimples on our butts and stretch marks on our breasts, and you know that's just worrying you. First of all, Fox News, y'all is clear people, old clear people. Why the hell was y'all even listening to her album? Why you worrying about it? What's up, Demo Cray? What's happening? Yeah, it's weird. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? I didn't understand. I'm like, why are all these attacks happening? It's very strange, especially for somebody who barely talks. We don't hear this. We don't hear these people saying nothing Beyonce don't say nothing. Hell, Jay-Z done hung around her so much he barely talk. I'm like, God dang, he used to talk more than he do. But since he been with her, he don't hardly talk no more. So I'm trying to figure out how somebody who never say nothing got everybody mad. Needs to say, I like this album of hers and her lyrics make sense after all this unnecessary heat Beyonce getting. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I don't understand. Why? What are the attacks for? Like, is her album like disturbing y'all or threatening y'all that much? What are you so threatened by Fox News? Ain't like she telling black people to think for themselves and vote for themselves or abstain from voting as an act of, rebellion, because that's what I would be telling people, which is why girls like me don't get no big platform, because, we make trouble. But my thing is, if you such a fan, why are you attacking? It's the obsession with black folks for me. So they're trying to get some mess stirred up so somebody can get hurt out here. But I mean, hurt for what? It's only an album. Hey, Phyllis, you ain't got to keep your thoughts to yourself. I just want to know why we attacking one person. I'm not a stan. I'm not one of these weird beehive people. I'm none of that. I just don't understand what the attacks are for. If somebody can make it make sense to me, like, I got $20 for you if you can explain it to me, because I don't get it. Jackie say, now if we do, it's a problem, but when we do it, they think it's okay. I don't understand. Critics coming out of the woodwork, picking out every single word in her lyrics. I'm like, why are you listening that intently to every single word? Or are they like buying the album and reading the lyrics like the Bible? And just to see if they see a lyric they don't like. It's weird. It's very strange. Right, D. Marie, what happened to enjoying music? I don't know. But why would they need to find fault with this person? Black folks put out albums every other day. What is going on with this person? What is really going on? We got Khalees throwing fits. Oh, they used the drum sample from my song. Drum sample gone. You still saying people working with the devil. Girl, what's wrong with you? You didn't want it there, it's gone. Now you mad it's gone. What the hell is happening? You got clear people trying to tell black folks what we can't say because you took a word and you say it mean this when we don't know nothing about that. We didn't tell y'all that. That's what you told yourselves. And she actually listened to you and took it out of her song, which I wouldn't have. Then you got Monica Lewinsky coming out talking about, I want the lyric gone from a song she put out 10 years ago because it was my name, talking about it was in the song Partition by Monica Lewinsky and On My Gown. Girl, everybody done had you in songs, rappers, singers, and all. Why you coming for Beyonce? First of all, let's keep it real. You ain't had no business going with that woman husband and your name wouldn't be out there. And if you wasn't dumb enough to tell Linda Tripp ugly behind that you was on your knees, wouldn't nobody know about you anyway. Loose lips sank ships, baby. If you hadn't done it, couldn't nobody talk about it. Anybody can talk about you. That's not a slur, that's clowning. Miss M01 say the same. This the same Brian Kilmeade from Fox, yep, who asked his black co-worker if she made Kool-Aid on air. He's such a blank. He's been having something to say since she did the Super Bowl. He's a clown. Oh, yeah. You could tell this is some UNB situation. He wanted to call her in so bad. Oh, that's always the case. That's America. But for what? All these black women putting out albums and demonizing her is going to help you how? Maybe I'm slow. How is it going to help them? That like she out here taking husbands and stealing children. That would be Monica Lewinsky going with people's husbands and then throwing a fits. Right. It's the prejudice people. It's the weirdo conspiracy people. All of them, the minute album come out from this child. Oh, Illuminati. I'm so tired of hearing that. I just want to jump off a bridge. You say Monica can go suck an egg? Girl, bye. That's how Monica got in trouble, sucking on stuff. I'm going to need her to stop doing that, sis. Please, Monica, if you're listening. Monica, if you're listening, keep your mouth closed. Opening your mouth is how you got in trouble. It don't make no sense. Lewinsky wants some more money. Well, you better holler at Bill. You better go holler at Bill. Bill the one had you on your knees. Colby say jacuzzi mouth Monica speaking after all these years. Right. Now you know how to talk. Had you been talking, you'd have stayed out of trouble. Should have kept talking. Now you want to talk. Ain't that nothing? I just had to ask y'all because I didn't understand. I'm like, what is going on? Oh, well. Nobody will want their name associated as a verb for that act. Oh, well, you became a verb. You made yourself a verb, honey. You are the verb. You are the verb. But anyway, they literally picking apart every little lyric in the girl's song. I thought that was interesting. Strange, but interesting. Hey, my argument is, say B can't say something one group found offensive, but black artists can downgrade other black people, no problem. Yeah, the child can't say nothing. That's what made me pay her some attention from the beginning, because I never paid her any attention at all. I was like, all right, cute girl, cute outfits. I like her mama, you know. But I started paying attention because the whole world was acting like this girl was just public enemy number one. I didn't get it. Hey, Keisha. It was just strange. That's all. Just strange. And I have to ask questions when I don't understand stuff. Because I realize a lot of times I be old lady in. And I don't be understanding what's happening. And I knew I didn't understand what was happening. So I just tried to mind my business when I don't understand what's really going on. You know? Or just ask y'all, because I know y'all be knowing when I don't. Hey, EC 1153. Say the problem with this classy black woman, Beyonce Knowles Carter, has too much influence globally, and she does not fit the narrative that they see on reality TV, doctors, etc. Oh, so she's not playing the respectability card, and she's not playing the mammy card like they would like her to. Okay, I could dig that. Democrats say the Illuminati was founded by a guy named Adam Weishaupt in 1776. He was pro-slavery, evil, like Aleister Crowley, and they were Freemasons. Right, but why do we keep associating black people if they make more than $5 with that? Phyllis say it's because the clear children are listening to her music, because we know the people who are reporting are not listening. Do we know that? It might be because of their children, though. That's true. That's always been an issue with them. You know, I think they forget that just like they are obsessed with us, their children are obsessed with us too. But in reality, they learn their obsession from their mama and their daddy. Yeah, she don't need to fold. Just make your music and mind your business. Just make your music and keep doing what you're doing. Because she don't talk to him. She don't have nothing to say. I don't care what you say about her. That girl don't say nothing. And honestly, I respect her for it. I like her for it. I do. I like her for that. Keep right on ignoring them. Don't respond to nothing. If they want to talk, let them talk. Next up. So apparently, y'all know Neo getting a divorce. Y'all seen his wife was talking about what went on, and she made her whole thing about she had to choose herself and love herself more and all this other stuff. Hold on. And all these weird things. Oh, I'm choosing myself. I'm leaving him. I'm moving on. Make myself happy. I wish him the best. Blah, 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 blah. Well, now we get to the bottom of it, girl. Y'all, how about Neo done went and got an outside child? That's what led to the divorce. He say, Beyonce don't talk enough to be in all this mess. She sang her songs, do her dance, go home. That's it. That's why I'm like, what are we doing? Nisa say it's like rap music. It wasn't a problem till the music was an influence on culture. Right. And the thing is, they didn't mind their children with the rap. They just wanted their children to be in charge of it. They wanted to regulate it. They wanted to control it. And even when they tried to push culture into it, hoping they could put some blonde hair and blue eyes on it, once they started doing it, it just wasn't rap. It was just noise, and we picked at them. And their children was right back to being obsessed with black faces. That's what happens when you're looking at little gods and goddesses. Lala say Beyonce is the loudest mute alive, and I love it. Continue to pay them dust. She is the loudest mute alive. I think that's the best title for that girl. Yeah, Neo done went and got an outside baby. What's up, love my dogs too? How you doing? Phyllis say, I knew that's what it was. Krista thought she won a prize when Neo did that mess to Mo. Uh-huh. And then here's the other thing. What's up, Vita from Denver? This is the other part of it, right? Now, y'all know Neo had an issue with dark girls. Okay? And he went and got little Miss Clear adjacent. And see, this is what happens when you start thinking you special because you are a quote unquote preference. Right, Phyllis. That's the facts. That's what mama and them taught us. How you get them is how you lose them. Or as I say, what a man will do with you, he will do to you. And now here we go. But she thought because she was a preference, she thought because she was clear adjacent that she was going to get preferential treatment. No, sis, I ain't see it. Wait, let me go back. Hold on, y'all. I just got a text from my sister. Oh, you so crazy. I ain't studying you. I ain't even see that. Oh my God. Oh man. But yeah, she thought she was safe. This is what happens with the clear and the clear adjacent when they start thinking, because these black men start insulting black women and dark-skinned black women and talking about what they don't like about black women and dark-skinned black women, that once you get with them, they was going to hoist you up to Mount Olympus and give you goddess status, and you was going to be treated like an egg, and you was going to be loved. And girl, you got the same black man, didn't you? King Sankar said, you absolutely right. And the clear rappers get all the praise for horribly appropriating. Exactly. MSMO1 say, hold on, Neo got himself an outside child after what he did to Mayetta. I know she's somewhere laughing and enjoying life with her new husband. I mean, I wouldn't laugh too loud if I was her, because she did the same thing he did. What, in my opinion, she went and let that man push her into doing the exact same thing he doing. Just because a man do something that's despicable don't mean you should follow him. If you go hoe, I'm not going to hold to join you. If he went and laid up with the clear crew and you felt like that's what he did and you felt like you was low, or you allowed him to make you feel like she was somehow a step above, that don't mean you go lay down with the clear crew. I don't have no respect for her either. It's like you disrespected yourself. What's up, Shanika C? Mayetta remarried. Uh-huh. She married that clear man. That's a business. But to me, going and doing something that gross just because he did it, like, girl, shout out to you. Couldn't be me. I'd rather shut it down and join a monastery. Neo gonna pay for what he did to Mayetta, however you spell her name. Oh, yeah. You gonna pay. Crystal clear, Jason, you not special, sis. Right. Phyllis said, I said the thing with her clear man because they don't match to me. They don't match. She did that because of how he made her feel by doing that to her with this clear chick. That's why she did it. Same reason Kim went to bleaching and cutting on her face, because of how big it did her with women who had a more ambiguous look. It's the same type crap. And I'm sorry, I could never play myself. Absolutely not. There you go. Favoritism and partiality, honey. But they call it preference. And I call it played, because that's what it is. Betty Wright said it best. Girls can't do what the guys do and still be a lady. Sure can't. Sure can't, honey. It's going to be a hard time walking back from that. I can't do it. But yeah, they got 3 children together, and then he went and got an outside child. Child, no hope of reconciliation, huh? You don't want him back, girl? You sure you don't want him back, girl? Mm-hmm. Too much. Child, well, the Russians done sentenced Brittney to 9 years in the prison. 9. That's a long time to be in a Russian jail. I swear for M&Ms, they need to work out a trade or something. This don't look good. Love my dogs too. Thank you, sis. I'll take care of that. I'm on it. I'm on it right now. Okay. I hope they can work out a trade because this don't make no sense. Exactly. Just like my daddy, good and black. Shanika say, is that why we haven't seen him on Raw? Well, maybe. Did they have an agreement that got out of hand with the baby? I don't know. All I know is Miss Crystal Clear say ain't finna be no reconciliation. She done gave him 3 children and he went and got one in the street and she say that's it for her. Yeah, they gave that child 9 years. What I'm reading, 9 years is a long time. Right. Thank you, nephew. Don't nothing match with Clear but Clear. It's just weird. Yeah, man. Phyllis say the funniest part to me when Krista called a girl a prostitute. I was like, and what were you? Well, she clear, so she thought, even her dirt was clean. So she thought. Say the hell they even gonna feed her in there. I don't know. The trade won't be fair. Come on, EC. Even if they got one of their big boys over here, the arms dealer. Something. That's a long time. Yeah, Trump would have had that girl out of there by now. Sure would have, Trump would have never been over there poking and picking no fights. Yeah, that's 9 years hard time. I know they sentenced her to it, but maybe they could sign some agreement or something to say that we agree to make her do her time over here. She's still gonna be punished. Just let her come over here. Say she was so sure Cupcake Puppy was getting her out. Who is Cupcake Puppy? You got to tell me who the people is now. Ain't now one of them people finna talk to me. You know that. EC say Russia wants the hired killer to be released. No, because your State Department actually offered them the arms dealer. He's not a hired killer, the arms dealer. And the Kremlin was like, Dmitry in particular said that ain't no deal. Dmitry said no deal. They offered it. Oh, Biden, you call him Cupcake Puppy. Okay, I didn't know that name. I roll with any name y'all give him. Say, right, it really won't be fair. We got to release a real criminal for Brittney, but he ain't doing nothing to me. Let him out. Okay, what's worse? Letting him go back home and letting them deal with their own people, or letting that little girl that ain't cut out for no Russian prison sit over there? Come on now. I bet 45. 45 would have got out. Trump would have got her right out of there. Then the conservatives, people like Tommy Lauren, that stank heifer. She talking about some go to another country, play stupid games, and find out what oppression and no justice looks like. It's too bad, so sad. Girl, tough. Then somebody else, one of the other conservatives, was like, she ain't no political prisoner. She carried drugs that was illegal with her in Russia and was arrested. Nothing political about that. I agree. Totally. Like, you broke the law. D. Marie said they're using that girl politically and it's sad. But who is? Russia just said you're going to do your time. That's what Russia said. Do your time. Nisa say, did you see what Trump said about the situation? He basically said she on her own. Well, Trump ain't lying. She is on her own. He can't help her. He ain't the president no more. And she did plead guilty to the crime. Thank you, Phyllis. I'm just like, just try to, swap her out where she can do a time over here. If you can get them to take a deal. Because they wouldn't even take a deal on the arms dealer. They was like, nah, no dice. I pray for her sanity too. Yeah, she crawled out just to say that. Then you got this idiot talking about, I'm pretty sure her opinion of our anthem and flag has changed. Child, shut up. The bottom line is she broke the law. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all anthem or no flag. Now, this dude telling the truth. She did play in Russia for 7 years. You had to know they laws by now. She knew that was against the law. Yeah, this is crazy. Child, and some of the MAGA crew are being so evil. They sitting there saying that she should have got 19. Well. There you have it. This is America, honey. So we are regretting Joe every day. Joe, do your job. Child, Joe ain't saying that, girl. Y'all knew Joe was racist when y'all voted for him. Dictator Putin had a Russian media under his tyranny. Child, we ain't finna badmouth Putin Tang over here because he ain't doing no worse than your president doing with the news media over here. Got them all telling lies for him and everything else. Suppressing information, lying, and even got big tech controlling social media. And even platforms like mine that we got to talk in code without getting shut down. So no, we not bad mouthing Pootie Tang over here. Nope. He said at least when she got out, HBO will be ready to make a movie about her. Yeah, make your HBO movie or something. Which is what I was telling y'all from the beginning. That girl knew that was against the law. And then to go to an airport where you're going to get caught. That's like Iman Shumpert got caught at the Dallas airport. You know good and well TSA is going to search your bags. Why would you go to the airport with that stuff? Yeah. Cassie G said not being cut out for prison is the same excuse they used to not jail them brothers who you can't say the R word. Right. But yeah, I feel what you're saying. Don't say the R word because they'll get us for that word. I can't say that one. So I just feel so sorry for her. You can see the hopelessness in her eyes during her trial. I'm telling you. But this is this generation with this, I can just break the law and can't you just let me slide? Man, people don't play that let me slide stuff. They want you to actually obey the laws, obey the rules, do what you're supposed to do. And then you don't have to be at nobody's mercy talking about they would have had mercy on a clear person. You knew that before you went. You knew that before you broke the law. And now you over there in a place where they don't even have mercy on clear people. Like how crazy can you be? They don't have mercy on their own citizens. Why would you go to that place of all places to be playing games? It makes no sense. It's just real bad. Uh-oh, hey Bianca. What they gonna do? And they don't care nothing about black people. Obama, no, I ain't gonna say Michelle. I don't have nothing against her. And I don't know that much about her. But we know Obama don't care about black people. Come on now. Stop playing. Brittney pled guilty, which is true, and was relying on Bicycle Boy. She broke the law. She did. It was not that important to bring that stuff back home. It sure wasn't. What can we do about your government suppressing, censoring, controlling, and taking away free speech? Only thing y'all can do is stop putting them in office. That's all you can do. Stop putting them in office. You keep putting them there. They keep playing you, and they keep getting worse. And I want to see how many black people go shuffling and tap dancing to the polls, talking about vote blue no matter who. Yes, a boss. Miss Selena say, don't contest the laws of another country. You not home. There you go. Simple as that. Keisha say, didn't she know it was illegal? She should have gotten it approved. Wasn't it a prescription from her doctor? Yeah, but it wasn't from no Russian doctor. All she had to do was not get it. If you was coming to America, you could have bought it as soon as you touched down. It wasn't no reason to take no darn hashish oil on no plane. That was stupid. Phyllis say, now watch how easy Iman get off because he rich and famous and Brittney will stay there to serve her time. Guess what the difference is? Iman is in America. That part. Don't miss that part. He's in America. This poor little dummy was all the way in Russia, in another country with that buffale. Okay? That's what you call stupid. Some of them buy and cheat their way into political positions. Yeah, that's cool. And y'all still go shuffling off to them polls, like Master told you. EC say exactly, stop putting them in office, stop shucking and jiving. Thank you. That part. Queen Mermaid said, I gotta run. All right, girl, get to your meeting. Have a good meeting. That's all we can do. Stop shucking and jiving. It's free. Yeah, it's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Oh, this is important too. So the FBI finally, y'all arrested the police officer who was trying to get the warrant in the Breonna Taylor raid. He was involved in the raid. I don't know why they're saying he sought the warrant. Louisville police, y'all know what they did. Kill that girl. So now they was arrested. It wasn't just him though. Hold on. Let me see who else got arrested. They said Kelly Hannah Gartlett, and then which was him, and then one of them that's still on the police force, Sergeant Kyle Meany. He got arrested on Thursday by the feds. So maybe they're gonna actually do something. Maybe. I really don't think they're gonna do nothing to him, to be honest. If I'm being real about it, I do not believe that they're gonna do anything to him. But they arrested him, so let's just watch. Let's just watch and see what was going on. I don't know. There was something else. I kind of want to talk about this. Y'all listen, I'm going back and forth in my head about what I can say and what I can't say. Because just like I was saying, why I'm never gonna badmouth Pootie Tang over here is because here I am on my own channel, on my own platform, and I got a debate on what I can actually say out my mouth and what I can't. King Sankara say people seem to have forgotten the history of the Democratic Party. Of course they forget. More than likely, Antoinette, more than likely. Grandma Rocks, thank you for holding us down in Twitch. So they took their sweet time. I know clear folks will. Them clear folks gonna skate. Oh yeah. I don't believe they're gonna do nothing to them. Keisha say, especially for her sake, she have 3 strikes against her. One, she's a female. 2, what you mean of color? She ain't no of color. She black. And what does sexuality have to do with being a black woman that's killed? Because I don't recognize no letters. She's a black woman. Them clear people don't care nothing about them letters. They the ones promoting them letters. Yeah, we're not of color. We're black. I don't do of color. I'm not of no color. I am the color. Hell, I'm the color all the colors come from. But yeah, I don't know personally. I just personally don't feel like they're gonna do anything at all. I think it's gonna that I think that's why they dragging it out and doing it in such long intervals. I truly believe that. Mm-mm-mm. I feel bad for that family. I think that's pretty much it. I'm not finna get into that. The thing I was thinking about talking about, I'm not gonna do it. Definitely not gonna do it because I know it'll be a problem. I know it'll be a problem, so I ain't gonna say it. But I'm gonna talk about this though. Apparently, y'all, hold on. Lel say we talking about Russia. What make that makes her worse in their eyes? Her being gay and black, they not giving her no type of mercy. Huh? Oh, you talking about Brittney? Child, Russia don't care about that. I'm telling y'all, y'all be really thinking in American terms. Russia don't care about that. You as an American, your biggest offense is that you're an American. They right now they got a clear Marine over there. He ain't black, he ain't gay, he ain't nothing. All you got to be is American in some of these countries. That's what y'all are not understanding. We so wrapped up in how things work in the Western world, where your biggest crime can be just your blackness. Baby, she over there where being an American is an offense enough. That's offensive enough to them people. She's an American. That's her biggest offense. I thought y'all was talking about with Breonna Taylor because I'm like, child, them people don't care nothing about them letters. Democrats say King St. Carl, it's not the political parties that are corrupt. The people are. Yeah, all of them is corrupt. I don't care what party they get on. EC say there's so much focus on the no-knock warrant and not the state information. I don't know. Maybe y'all having a private conversation. Black women getting dusted by the popo, darn shame. I don't know about getting dusted, but I know that sister was minding her business and was murdered. Keisha says, I'm not offended. I just keep it real. So you talking PC. I don't talk in PC. I speak black. Yes, she's black. Russians don't like Americans. That's what y'all not getting. Like, please stop thinking like the rest of the world is the US. It's not. The fact that you're an American offends them more than anything. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't sleep on that. Right. Should have thrown it away at the hotel. You could have went on and got some more. They don't like no Americans. Like, I don't know like how many ways to say that. They don't like no Americans. Period. Hey, Charlene. You don't get no favors over there. You a whole American. Phyllis say, but don't the people make up the political parties? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Oh, y'all getting deep on that. Okay. It was created by corrupt people without us in mind. Right. That's true. And they were the same people wanted you to stay on the plantation. And they've been the same people trying to keep you underfoot with oppressive actions like all these social programs to make sure that we don't have no fathers in the home and that there's little to no nuclear black families left. Simple. Them people don't, when you want to worry about who dislikes you for your blackness, all you got to do is walk out your front door and look at any clear person you see. That's who don't like you for your blackness. When you start getting into other countries, understand they just don't like Americans. They just don't like Americans. So I've been a few places in the world. Shanique was right. They don't like Americans. I'm trying to tell y'all, I've traveled. I'm just letting you know they don't like Americans. Your blackness is secondary. That's so secondary. You being American is your biggest defense. Nisi say this is true. Travel agencies will even tell you certain countries you travel, you have to hide where you from. You better off saying it's Canada than the US. Thank you. You saying Canadian, you can get by a little bit. You go telling people you American. Do you not realize how many people your government pisses off on a yearly basis? They go around messing with people, stealing, sending in the CIA, tampering with their elections, they government officials, they commit assassinations, they install puppet regimes, they steal resources. Hell, they steal people. The rich, clear people is sending sex tourists to these people's countries. God darn it, you come from a place where clear people are doing some of the most evil and heinous acts on the planet. You go tell them you're an American, or you go let it be known, you get what you get. Lala say none of these political parties were designed to benefit us. Oppression is the name of the game. It's true. Phyllis said, I tell my youth that all the time when they run to take public housing with no requirements for advancement to get out of living in public housing. It's a setup. It's a trap to make sure that you don't excel. Charlene says U.S. citizens have superiority complex. They think they're worshipped around the world. There's a lot of places U.S. is highly hated. I don't know whether it's a superiority complex, but I'm just telling you, a lot of people really hate your guts just because you're American. Real talk. They don't like you. And that's what they don't like about you. I'm trying to tell you, it's just the truth, y'all. Like, we got to be real with ourselves. Your blackness is more of a danger to you here than it is in a lot of other places. Now, if you go to China, your black still gonna be a danger to you because they really don't like Negroes over there. Like, they really don't like you. But most places being American is enough to get you bumped off. So watch your back. Watch your back when you're traveling. You can always travel to places where everybody else is black, and then it just be cool. You get to learn some stuff, eat some good food, chill out, party a little bit, and bring your tail home. But when you go in other places like that, be careful. Just watch your back. So, also in the funny papers, okay? Right. There you go. Being American is not always welcome. True. Exactly, sis. That's what I be saying. Like, people just don't get it. And I'm not knocking anybody, because I know a lot of our folks, due to no fault of our own in a lot of cases, have not traveled outside of this country. And I get it. So you don't really understand how the rest of the world sees American people. Like, really up close and personal, to see how people really deal with you, how they interact with you, and how they rock with you. People really ain't digging Americans, just so you know. Like, I don't want you to get confused. Don't get it twisted. We had somebody that really was confused talking about, some African people. It was like, oh, they always want to marry an American. I'm like, do you realize what you just said? But I don't say too much. I just try to, lightly, gently nudge you back to what the actual truth is and not the fallacy. Like, don't fool yourself. But back to these funny papers. So, why is people out here popping folks at the McDonald's by cold French fries? Can anybody answer that for me? Because this question was right up there for me right long. But why the hell is we attacking a girl for an album release? I also would like to know, that's the Coca-Cola that y'all heard goes psst. That's the Coke. I ain't got no snakes in here. But real rap, if I'm gonna be real about it, I've gotten cold fries before. I've gotten cold French fries before. I ain't never, ever, ever been tempted to pull out the pole and start shooting because I got cold French fries. What is really going on? But this is the thing. This is why them generalizations ain't cute. Because when you say where they are quick to shout that out, did every U.S. Tourist say that? Or is it the fact that you heard some say that and some were quick to say that? So don't just say, oh, Americans have a superiority complex. That's too broad of a brush to paint everybody with. You got so many Americans that don't even like this country. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm going to be honest with you. And I got love for our folks in the Caribbean too. I got love for our folks in the West Indies, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Truth be heard, black is black, and I love all my black folks. I don't care where you from. I don't care what your accent is. I don't care what your dialect or your language is. If you black, I love you. Please know that. But we got to be real. It's the whole idea of trying to separate black folks based on a boat stop and the fact that when you start talking about American people and you say American, you can't sweep everybody into that. It's a whole lot of people that's born and raised right here in this country don't even like America. They ain't gonna never tell you, well, I'm an American. Hell, a whole lot of us be trying to whisper that. So you can't just say, oh, Americans think they superior because they're American, baby. You have to say some people do. That's not a cool generalization, because the same brush can be used to paint people from West Indies or from Caribbean countries. Oh, they always come up here acting like this. Or I hear people say ignorant stuff about West African people. Oh, they don't like American black people. They do this, they do that. Or you'll hear American people say ugly stuff about African people. Like at the end of the day, I hate to break it to you, we all different branches from the same tree, honey. Black is black. Different branches, same tree, same roots, same blood. Like I know for a fact somebody got offended at me because they said some ignorant stuff, and I flipped it back at them just so they could hear how it sounded. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, sis. I'm just being clear because I know you never know who watching, and some people will take that stuff and run with it. And I don't really promote division of black folks, division of our people. It don't work for me. We got to make sure we know, this is what it is. King St. Carl say, when I was in college, we took a trip to Ghana and was instructed not to mention where we were from when we were out among the people who lived there. Yeah, because they was going to think you had money you ain't had. And they was going to start overcharging you for stuff. Who is patriots? I ain't no goddamn patriot. You speak for yourself. I absolutely hate this country. They've committed too many crimes against me and my ancestors for me to ever be a patriot. I despise and hate this place and everybody who stand for it. I do. So when you start hollering about a patriot, make sure you mention you. I done told y'all about that we. Unless it's the royal we or you speaking French. Let's keep it a buck. Lel say worse. Do you send the fries back? You do send worse. You do is send the fries back. You really can't die over anything in this country. Y'all, please don't honk at nobody. Yeah, don't honk at nobody, man. Don't do that. Kobe said, if Taco Bell employees can throw hot water, I can see somebody getting popped for cold fries. Listen, I feel like y'all under too much stress, man. Y'all under so much stress that now we got hot water coming out windows. We got bullets going in the windows. Listen, stay out the drive-thru if y'all don't know how to act. Nah. I know it's aggravating at the drive-thru. Hey, Miss Hicks, I read that the shooter was the son of the woman who received cold fries. Twice after asking for fresh fries, the son left the McDonald's and the victim followed him outside and ended up getting popped. Have mercy. Listen, y'all, stay away from them people. Stay away from them. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. If she asked for cold fries, she asked for fresh fries and they gave them cold twice, just give it back and just get your money and go home. Please don't pop nobody. If they're stupid enough to follow you out the door, just beat their behind. Beat them. Don't be out here pow-powing people. We talking about McDonald's, people over here getting them cold French fries and getting hostile. Hostile. That's right, Nisa. You better tell him. Soon as you say U.S., if you can't speak pidgin, just be quiet. Because the minute they hear that you ain't talking that talk, baby, them prices, yesterday's price is not today's price. That's all I'm telling you. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Say you're right. These people are crazy for ruining this country, the whole world, as a matter of fact. They didn't ruin this country. This country was ruined from the beginning. God don't bless mess. How you going to start a country stealing property from people, spreading disease, murdering them, killing off their food supply, then stealing a bunch of Africans to build it up for you while you oppress them, kill them, lynch them, all forms of genocide and terrorism, and then talking about make it great again. When was it ever great? They didn't. You can't ruin something that was ruined at its inception. You started it on a lie, with theft, with murder, with genocide. They didn't ruin nothing. Ain't nothing happening to these monsters, but they getting what's coming to them. Yeah, the fast food people in there powing and popping. Right. Do you know you can go right now and buy you a big old bag of French fries, crinkle cut or the straight ones from Sam's Club or Costco, and you could go home with your own deep fryer. If you ain't got one, you can take them. You can take them and put them in something. You can rig you up something and put a pot full of grease on the stove and lower them down in the grease, and bam, just like that, French fries. You ain't got to go popping people over no fries. Yeah, tell them it's cold. If you done told them 2 times and they don't want to give you no hot fries, just leave. Get your money back. Go home and cook something. Vanessa say 2 weeks ago it happened in Subway because they put mayo on his sandwich. See there? Stay out them people's stores. And they need to put him up under the jail. What the hell was he doing in Subway anyway? EC say due to the miseducation of the entire African diaspora has not figured out how to come together. But not just the diaspora, continental blacks too, because a lot of them be on the separation bull crap and don't realize the same people who colonized you there enslaved us here and got you at each other's throats instead of at theirs where you're supposed to be. Phyllis say, well, did we ever pay attention to the menu that it does not even say French fries? It just say fries. So do they need to be hot or cold? I don't know. Do French make it hot? Now, I don't know how it works. Maybe ask them, do y'all have hot ones? Am I allowed to have hot ones? What's the rule on hot fries? But please don't pop nobody. Okay? Yeah, just fix them at the house. You can put much salt as you want to. You can hook up the ketchup like you want to. Yeah, if you that mad, throw them on the floor. Yeah, do something else. Why is y'all trying to kill people at the restaurant? Hey, Italia girl, how you been? Said people keep acting like this. Nobody gonna work in customer service, and everybody gonna start getting their food through delivery. I'm telling you, it seems safer. Mm-hmm. That's right, sis. I'm waiting on you to put it on the shirt for me. Land of the thieves, home of the slaves. Right. Life sentence over some fries. Because they charging him with attempted murder for popping that person. It ain't worth it. What we doing? The problem is it wasn't no country, Democrat. What is a country? You had First Nation tribes in their own territory minding their business. There was no country. Those were separate tribes, separate groups of people who lived in relation to each other, minding their own native business. There wasn't no country. Clear people did what clear people do. Go and infringe on other people's land, start drawing lines on a map, divvying up stolen property. It's the same thing they did in Al Land, turned around, called it Africa, divvied it up, and went to stealing the resources, people inclusive. EC say, God do not bless mess. What starts a mess will end a mess. Chickens coming home to roost. Amen. Vanessa say, you can't win if you burn the roof of your own mouth, then they want to sue you. Right. But you don't have to give nobody no cold French fries either, because I didn't like that. Kobe say cold fries, though. Tasting cold fries make me angry. I can't lie. Yeah, I don't like it either, Kobe. I ain't even gonna front. I done been mad about them before, but I ain't never been tempted to pull out the heater over no fries. I want them hot, but not that hot. All right. Though anybody asking for a friend. Can we not cut potatoes? Y'all remember we used to slice them potatoes up and clean them real good, and sometimes a little piece of the skin still be on it. That part get real crispy when it get in the grease. Is it just me? They say that's so good. Right. That's what I said. Keep y'all behind at the drive-thru. Keep it at the drive-thru. Hey, Candy R. Happy Thursday to you too. Cold fries is like warm ice cream. No, you so crazy. Nephew say thank you for the spirit of protection. And I was in high school and college working fast food. You ain't lying. Microwave is always an option. There's a lot of options other than pulling out the pole. That's all I'm saying. EC say all they had to do was ask for fresh. They asked them. They asked twice, they said. They asked twice. The people kept giving them cold fries. Lord, Renee say no to the microwave, child. Phyllis say if the old lady could sue because the coffee was too hot, then maybe they could have sued for cold. There you go. Mental distress. Maybe it's PTSD. I was tortured as a kid and made to eat cold food, and it gave me all kind of mental pain, psychological pain. Like they could have parlayed that into a suit. They could have parlayed it. Yeah, French is not hot French. It's not the way it's the way the potato is made. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what that meant about the French or no French. He said good for him. Some people don't have anything better to do with their lives. Let him sit in jail over them fries. He do need to sit in jail. He need to sit under the jail. Don't pop nobody over no cold French fries. I mean, you can always cook them, sis. That's all I'm saying. Italian says, and the Navajo and Utes had beef because they were selling each other in the slave trade. Exactly. Say it now. Say it now. All them people had to do was stay where they was. Why did you come over here bothering these people? Talking about you discovered something. How you discover somebody else's house? If I walk in your house and say, okay, I discovered your house, put a flag in it, intentionally make y'all sick, and then take over your house from all your heirs. I didn't discover anything. I'm a terrorist and a home invader. Like, I don't know. I guess you got to be clear for the rules not to apply. There you go. Or be innovative. Use the heater to warm your fries up. Ooh, don't they taste good? Listen, Lily, don't make me go buy a 5-pound bag of them potatoes. Don't make me do it. I'm telling you. You always make your own. They taste better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you cook it, you ain't got to get mad. You ain't got to whoop nobody. You ain't got to pop nobody, nothing. Say, but I do know when you have the munchies and your food not right, you can get a little upset. I mean, I respect that, but ain't no need in going to jail. Then you got the Uber driver done got mad having the road rage and then popped the preacher. A whole Uber driver done killed the preacher. Now I don't even know how you gonna handle this. You 23 years old. You done got mad, got in an argument, and decide that you gonna pop the preacher. Got in a car accident with the preacher in an old Honda, done hit the preacher BMW, and the preacher was probably cussing at him, but that wasn't enough for that. He gonna reach out the window and shoot the preacher. Ain't that something? And he shot the preacher, and the preacher crashed his car and passed right there at the scene. And the people that reporting it is petty, talking about the boy was driving a black Honda with peeled window, with the tent peeling on his window. I don't know why they had to report that the tent was peeling on the window. That's just petty. Yeah, do the lawsuit to get your money back. That's all. Simple. I'm just saying, he gonna be in court anyway. You're gonna be in court anyway. If you go pop somebody, you're gonna be in court. You may as well sue them if you just want to be in court. Right, you ain't discovered nothing, you stealing. Lord, Kobe dead serious. Kobe say, look, cold fries are irreparable. You ain't fixing a cold fry. He say the old lady had a real case, though that coffee gave her a preview of hell. It was way hotter than it was supposed to be. And I'm glad she sued too. I'm glad. Just right. It's simple. It's simple. Say the sentence of prisoners was the new world or prison in their country sometime. Yeah, I understand that, but you don't get to deport your prisoners to somebody else's land and say, well, I'm sending them over there. No, that's rude. So if my children misbehave, I can send them to your house. Say just like a claim. Hold on. They went to the moon and had the nerve to show us the image of a flag like they were discovering it. Yeah, you ain't discovered nothing. That was already there. You know what? Me and my sister used to try to slice them real thin when we was little trying to make French fries. We was real ignorant. But we tried it. Yes, the preacher got shot in the road rage. So y'all please don't be out there arguing with people on the road. You really don't know who's crazy. You really don't know what these people are capable of. So really be careful. Watch yourself out there. Mm-mm. Y'all, this is something else. I don't know what's going on with Wendy, y'all. Y'all better check on Wendy too. Hold on. This country treated us like garbage, and I'm looking forward to retiring elsewhere. Me too. I ain't got nothing holding me here. Nothing. Yes, shot the preacher. That's why I'm telling y'all, please don't be out there arguing with people on the road. You don't know who's crazy. Child, we living in the last days. That's why it's so easy. People evil these days. Mm-hmm. They might not be real potatoes, y'all. Say my husband's aunt and uncle had a gun pull on them a couple of days ago in Humble. Really? Right up the road? Listen, be careful out there, man, for real. Don't be talking to people crazy. Don't be laying on your horn, doing all that wild stuff. Somebody be to hurt y'all, for real. So I guess the lady who sued it, Geico had a real case. Well, that wasn't no real case, but she got her money talking about that man gave her that STD in the car. Well, you got to look at it's all in the wording of contracts. So if the wording was such that that her lawyer was able to twist that to cover her, go ahead on, girl. Right. Don't argue, don't honk, keep your fingers down. Um, yeah, I don't like being in a car with people acting stupid either. Because at the end of the day, if they go to shoot you, I'm gonna tuck and roll. Make no mistake about it. You're gonna take that one. You're gonna take that one for the team. But yeah, Wendy's in trouble. All right, leader. See you later, boo. But yeah, Wendy is in trouble. I don't know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen with Wendy? But y'all pray for Wendy. This don't look good. Now she's saying the man she married to is a police officer for NYPD. They saying she still ain't got access to her American Express account, but she got a friend that's managing it for her. Then she got her friends. Yeah, don't address it at my house. Um, Then she got the people that's around her saying that she want them to keep her family completely away from her. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. But I don't know how I feel about it. That's why I ain't say nothing. Well, girl, what's going on with Wendy? This is what I'm saying. She don't have it. Okay, they saying she still don't have access to her Amex account, but her friend Will Selby is maintaining it for her. Um, she told him she trying to stay in good spirits, but she want her team to keep her family away from her. Um, Will, which is her same friend, is maintaining her Amex account. He say that she not married and that she excited about a new relationship. and probably got carried away in conversation. But she says she is. She said everybody seemed to have a problem with that. I'm married, is what she said. I don't care who know it. As for Will trying to discredit her, she was like, she said, she claimed Will sees no point in me getting married. But you know what? F Will. 14 years I've known him. I've always said F him in a good way. I didn't know what a podcast was. He put me on to the podcast. So in other words, Will, my friend, Will don't know what he's talking about. He didn't want me to get married, but I'm married still nonetheless. So that's what she's saying. I just find it really interesting. And Jason Lee was upset because he was like, when Will Selby coming out saying it wasn't true, it was making him look crazy. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Jason, forever we gonna always look at you crazy because you the person that said the Queen of England was dead when clearly she wasn't. Ain't nobody forgetting that. Yeah, something wrong. Something is wrong with Wendy. I'm telling y'all. We need to check on Wendy. Pray for Wendy. Something is wrong. Mm-mm. I don't know what's going to happen or whatever, but it's unfortunate, but this is really what it is. All right. Let me get a few more comments before we roll. Yeah, did she say she is? Her friends say she not. She say he just don't he just didn't want her to marry that man, but I don't know. Yeah, Wendy always in trouble. Nothing worse than a mentally unwell person without good family to hold them down. And she telling her friend to keep the family away from her. Telling the whole team, keep the family away, everybody but her son. She's definitely in crisis. Yeah, he looked crazy by himself. I guess he said, hell, this time I'm actually telling the truth. I'm telling what you told me. And your friend Will Selby making me look like a liar. She needs therapy and to stop speaking publicly till she get help. That's true. Wow. She have. I actually before that show ended, she been out of it. She was out of it on the air. You could tell. You never know. You never know. Child, he don't look like no whippersnapper. He looks aged. Oh, the money gonna be missing real soon. The judge put a guardianship, not Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo had her completely blocked from her money. The judge appointed a guardian. They are not acting in a responsible fiduciary manner. What they're doing is taking control of her money. And they're blaming it on her mental status. But what it is if anybody gonna steal from her, they want to make sure they're the ones who get to steal and not anybody else. They don't want her to be able to give money to who she want to give it to. They want to take it. Yeah, she been out of it for a while. If y'all really watch her, right? If y'all really been paying attention to Wendy been in trouble for a long time. Yeah, the stuff she said about the little TikTok boy dying, all her little, she said a lot of stuff that really let me know she was off. Lord Lily say that Kevin side piece put a hex on her. Might be dead. Might be dead. Yeah, I ain't never really been no Wendy fan, but I'm a little worried about her too. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm definitely worried about her. I'll be praying for her, no joke. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. Is what I'm about to do. I'm about to get up out of here. I had fun with y'all. We done set up in here 2 hours talking about the news, talking about the funnies, getting into what's going on and everything else. And I enjoyed y'all. Wow. Well, listen, you know I'm about to beg y'all to hit them 3 free buttons. It's 3 of them. They free, and I need you to hit them. That first free button is that like button. Please, if you don't mind, hit that like button for me. It'll cost you absolutely nothing, but it helps me out so much. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mind. Also, if you don't mind. Oh, are y'all there? Also, if y'all don't mind, can you please hit the notification bell and make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live on this porch. That button is also free. And the last free button that I'm going to beg y'all to hit, please, in the words of James Brown, hit that subscribe button. If it's red, that means you're not subscribed, honey. You might just be enjoying the show, hanging out in the rafters. Maybe you don't comment that much, so you don't realize you're not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Ain't gonna cost you nothing, but it does help me with the algorithm, and we want to make sure that more people get a chance to hear the news, hear the updates, and hear the funnies. And on that note, make sure y'all share these videos on your social media. Allow more and more people to hear the news, find out what's happening in the world, and get a chuckle. Okay? But listen, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you have not done your random act of kindness, remember, it is not too late. Please, let's try and get that done. If you don't mind, today, put a smile on somebody's face. It won't cost you a thing. And remember, if no one else tells you, honey, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing in the world you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.